make sure everything looks good. Now it looks like that needs to go up just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Go. Alright, make sure. Go with that audio wise. Cool if you could just queue for all the dungeons. What did I put? Actually, no. Cancel that. So instead of Riptide, let's do Earthshield. There we go. Alright. That'll help with things. Everyone keeps canceling the damn stuff. Now what is my purify? Well, no DPS. This is weird. Vendor on it.
Have anything ancient to trade? That close needs to be at least 2 centuries old. I was done talking to you. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic.
Come on. There we go.
Hello?
Hey, there's a Missy.
Discord's being a jerk. I had to restart my computer again because Discord will not open.
What are you breaking it for?
Open as admin, allow, all the changes. Yep, and then nothing. Been doing a lot lately, Discord. It's like, I'm not pressed.
Right.
It's being stupid. No, too. So, oh no. Oh no, no, no. I don't like to hear pets going wrong.
Yeah, they... well, also, just so you're awares, but I'm pretty sure you saw all the pings, but I am live right now, so I thought I would stream a little bit.
No, I didn't hear the pings.
Okay. Well, on Facebook, or not Facebook, Discord. But no, yeah, it was, damn, why is everyone wanting to take damage for? Stop it.
What are you streaming?
World of Warcraft right now. But I'm gonna do some Final Fantasy later as well.
I tried to do Phasma last night. It bunged up a camera.
It did?
Yeah.
Why did it do that?
It was fine. I don't know. Every time I downloaded, and it's not a game that takes up that many resources, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was fine. I would go into the game, camera fine, everything. You would start game, it would download, and then all of a sudden, frozen. The camera, not my game. The game was fine. Just me. And I'm like, ugh.
Why is everything so squishy? Because I'm doing these dungeons. Doing Wrath dungeons. So, well, I'll go to I'll start with some good news at least. Disney World and Universal Studios dropped their mask mandate.
Well, the U.S. is opening right up.
Mm-hmm.
Not us. They're extending our lockdown here in Soviet Canada.
Yep. Oh, that's funny.
They're like, oh, we need to extend the lockdown. The numbers aren't going down. Because you're not giving the shots properly. Now they're talking about mixing and matching them. So if you got Pfizer, they're going to give you Moderna.
Wow.
We think it should be okay. I'm like, are you even kidding me right now? We're not, third world countries are getting better protocols with their shots than we are, and we are not a third world country. I do not know what's going on, but I'm freaked out.
Here we go again. Why is someone take so much damage? I went from not having to really heal anything to, oh, there goes my mana. And this is retail WoW. This is supposed to be easy mode WoW.
Oh, this retail you're playing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good with
Why?
classic for now.
Well, what do you mean you're good with classic for now?
Well, I got to level 40, so by the time I play it again, I'll be in the Burning Crusade. But holy crap. But yeah, so wake up this morning. I submitted everything yesterday, scanned it, all that stuff, from the vet and everything, that certificates, all that fun stuff.
Right.
Then I get an email this morning from the dude going he says there's 4 problems, but like I said, it's also, some type of, a little bit of language barrier, but, so he's like, there's 3 problems and 1 major one, and he mentions, and so he's like, so the first one was, it was an older form, which I did bring up to the vet, and he said, oh, no, these are good. And the forms really weren't really that different at all. They were literally the same form.
It doesn't matter.
Son of a...
That kind of stupidity is annoying.
Yeah, so... And because they're having to actually go into, the Netherlands, right? And not just go from plane to plane, due to, the schedule, the flights and all that stuff. So, yeah, so pretty much that. But then at the very end, it was he was saying that the blood test, and he directed this at our pet shipper, you know, like the actual woman that was, you know, that we've been working with, and was like, I told you, you know, like the blood test needed to be 90 days. And this is because the pets were coming from a classified non-EU country with a high classification of rabies. Even though my animals haven't and never been really outside and interact with anything, but yes. So even though, and we had the tests done, like the tests are good, they're good to go, you know, like
They have no rabies. The blood test will tell you that.
Yeah, and so yeah, that was good. But even after that, you have to wait 90 days for them before they can enter a EU country. And we had our blood test done on April 27th. So yeah, so right now it's kind of in the cusp of, oh man, this guy's just pulling them all, isn't he? Alright, just bring them all. I'm on. Come on, go get the boss.
What's gonna happen?
So right now we are right now we're waiting for him to kind of like work some behind the scenes magic, and we're probably looking at redoing the pets and a different type of passport. That would be EU passports practically. So
Well, what does that entail? And you're leaving soon.
Well, it's supposed to be done tomorrow, and we were originally supposed to, you know, they're supposed to be picked up tomorrow morning, but now that in itself is, you know,
not happening.
Yeah, so it's delayed until Monday currently. The vet that he's working with there will be back and will make the passports and all that stuff. But regardless, it's all BS. Like literally 24 hours, you know, you shouldn't be throwing me new paperwork. Like, you know,
no, you're shipping out.
Yeah, like this, like the right certificate should have been done and told and you know, like that should have been given to me like months ago.
Well, yeah.
And even the blood thing, I was told by my you know, my organizer practically that that, you know, we had like 51 days like that we could do it, and then this guy's coming back and saying, nope, no, 90 days, you know.
Oh,
so
that is,
so yeah, so if that is some odd, like, so he's like, so you have two options. He's like, either the pets stay there at a like hotel or whatever for until they can come into a EU, which would have been like July, end of July. I'm like,
yeah,
Christina
like,
doesn't have pet hotels. They barely don't even have pet grooming here.
No, because they're all running wild and free.
Yes. So yeah, so currently things are like okay, but it's just a matter of time. So So tomorrow, hopefully, that's when we... where is this dude?
Have a good answer.
Yeah.
Or you have to, you know. It's like, it's not like you have to.
Yeah,
I told.
Well, I told him I was like, regardless, they have to be picked up. I was like, you know, because like the guys that were picking them up have pet facilities and all that stuff. I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just, you know.
Can't hold them. Are they gonna hold? Like, are they gonna hold them there?
Well, they can. Like, they have a facility to hold like the pets and stuff. Yeah.
But that's still not good.
No, I mean, regardless, things are gonna be a little bit delayed and whatnot. So, but I was like, I don't care like how we gotta do it. I was like, as long as they are good to go, like everything's in order, but they're like they won't fly out until next week. I'm okay with that. But I need to have that. Are they good to go?
Yeah.
Paperwork is in order. Do they have to stay with us for like 4 nights? Okay, whatever. Like, you know, it just saves me money on the other end, right? You know, regardless, they're going to be going into boarding. But
just get them home.
That's what I'm just like, and it sucks because, you know, to come to this country, you have to go through the EU, and this country is not in the EU. And so it's just like you know, I'm just like, they're not even, and it's stupid because they're only considered transiting if they go from plane to plane. But if they have to be checked in or overnighted, then they technically enter in the country. And so when you do that, you have to be like, oh, you know, it's almost like the pets are moving to that country. And it's like, no.
No, they're not leaving a facility.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, I was like, well, I mean, because I actually took like a nap last night, I wasn't like totally like, you know, I got up by like noon. So, you know, so I was like, so then I saw that, I got that email, and then I was like, we have big problems, and I'm just like, son of a bitch. And I was awake. I was like, okay, and now what? And of course, yeah. And of course, the actual pet shipper place, and I don't even have a number to get a hold of them directly. Just their office. Even though I think, I don't know, I might have to call them and see if they actually, maybe in their messaging have like a emergency number or something. I would have to think there'd be like an emergency number. But I'd also think that if you had a big pet move scheduled over the weekend, yeah, right now it's being very annoying. Holy crap, Batman.
Why don't I see you streaming?
I don't know, I'm on. It says I have 1 Twitch and 1 YouTube people hanging out with me. Yeah, I know you probably saw it, but yeah, I pinged Shen. I was like, Shen, Lulu, we get to play with each other again.
I know, right?
I was like, out of the whole thing, that was probably the biggest news to me. The ability to just play with, you know, like anybody. Like, no matter where they are in the world. That should be, I don't know, I think today, in these times, that should be a default requirement for any game almost. Even barriers of like platforms, you know, like you know, if you're playing the same game on like a PlayStation versus like a PlayStation, you know, an Xbox, I think you should be able to when do I get Healing Rain? It's just crazy. Like, maybe it's because I'm doing... Wrath of the Lich King dungeons. It's making this tougher. It's okay. It's technically why I'm doing healer. I actually need to... That's probably what I'm going to work on when I move over to Final Fantasy, is try to get my Dark Knight to 80. I think she's 75. Hey. Hey. Stop chewing on yourself. The blanket on you. And poor lady needs to get out of here. Freaking dog can't stop scratching herself.
Yeah. It's like, get my dog out of here. She's no longer a part of this place.
Yeah, it's... My poor girl, huh? Of course, probably a little bit too is that she's in heat.
Next job, fix her when she's...
Yep.
But not there.
No. Oh yeah, well that was like another thing too, is like, so the vet, you know, signed it all, did all that stuff and whatnot, but because he wasn't a government vet. And I brought that up to the vet here, and he's like, no, he's like, you know, and this place works with Americans leaving here constantly. But it's just, yeah, it's just like...
I guess it's not enough of them to make it worthwhile to have a program. That's what I need to do. I need to start something with your work. For pets, for people with pets and animals.
Right.
Because that stupidity shouldn't be going on.
Nope.
With your work. When people, you know, come and go.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, it just sucks because, like, as much money as I pay, like I said, I don't mind like getting things like ready and stuff like that, but as much money as we've paid,
oh yeah,
like,
what you paid was my whole European vacation for a month.
Exactly. Like, it's like on a, yeah. And
Are you seeing any of your comments?
my comments?
Yeah, while you're streaming.
Or the YouTube comments?
Yeah.
Do
Do you not have it on multi-stream?
I didn't then. Why? Well, I mean, I see it, but I don't see it actually in the chat now. Is it you or someone else?
Never mind. It's someone else, not me.
Oh. That's funny. Ooh, ring. Alright. Oh, no, I see it. I see it. Let's switch this to this. Oh, Kyle. I'm your biggest fan. Hey, this game has pretty good graphics for an Atari. That's funny.
He says he's not making any comments and I'm trolling him.
That's funny. Oh, Kyle is funny. Now this is the thing was, it's like this is the difference, like, you know, and I'm not defending that, like, WoW definitely needs like better graphics, you know, but even the developers themselves said, like the original ones, the actual people that actually started this damn game was, you know, the original Warcraft 3 RTSs, like that style of graphics, that's what they wanted to stay with and make the game around. And that's what you get with this. They even got to the point where they said the game looked so much like each other that they didn't know who would, like, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And so they would have problems marketing it, right? So we always put these over here. I feel like an idea. So I'm gonna go switch it. Let's go do some Burning Crusade dungeons. These Wrath of the Lich King ones are mean. But versus like Final Fantasy though, those graphics are more so the line of realistic looking graphics, right? So those, yeah, like across the board, I mean, these companies making all this money, they definitely need to make, good luck with your pet situation. Yeah, I mean, right now, technically, I've been assured that it's good to go, but till tomorrow, and until they're picked up on Monday. Outland.
I would be so stressed out about that.
Oh, trust me, I'm. You know,
I would. You know, they're like your babies, and it's like they can't talk. They can't. You know what I mean? It. That whole pet situation is why I didn't move to Scotland.
Yeah, no, it's. I got to the point because I've been here before, but of course, you know, you never really like, you know, because throughout the thing you're just trying to solve the situation, but then you go back, you're like, hey, I've actually been here before. You know, and I just told Darren, I was like, you know what, I'm just at that point where it's literally, you know, cue the song, Jesus take the wheel, like, because I'm just like, I've done it, like, and so far it's worked out pretty good for me when, you know, when he takes the wheel. So, you know, right now I'm just, because right now if they get new passports, aka like European passports, then they don't have to do the 90-day thing, and yeah, and like I said, hopefully we're not, you know, and I what do you put it? I know Aaron's like, man, this is starting to sound like a scam, but as anal as these people are being, I know it's not a scam. It's just
drowning in paperwork. It's just
the people,
bullshit.
The authorities, the port authorities are anal, and they're extremely anal, and you're like, oh, you're missing a number. Get them out of here. Like,
yeah.
So, but they have everything that I can give them. So the vet there is supposed to be back tomorrow, make the stuff, and then they'll get picked up on Monday. Originally, that's what the original plan was. So, freaking put them on a military flight. Put them on the ship.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
find another resource. Like, just ship them.
And the music and
they're not on a ship
different.
though. They're
No.
flying though.
Yeah, they're flying.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, everybody and his brother's messaging me this morning.
Who is?
Everybody's up and at 'em on a Saturday. I forget it's Saturday. I usually don't have Saturdays off.
Right. Yeah, Aaron was like, is Missy off today? And I was like, yep.
10:30. Must message her now.
I saw you were on
4:30.
Well, no, I wasn't expecting to see you until like closer to like 6 and stuff. Like, yeah, my time.
Oh, no.
Just cause it's your day off. Plus, I know you're up a little bit later, so. Me, I could have probably kept staying up. But I was like, no, 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 go to bed now so then I could be up at a normal time. Which noon for me is normal here. Alright. Order history. Alright. Erin's getting her Indian food again.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Alright. Target. Next. Alright. So if I have to step away, guys, that's what I'm stepping away for. But Missy will be here. She will sing for you and dance.
Oh, no, no singing, dancing.
No singing and dancing?
We will not fear the darkness.
No.
Together, we are High Mountain.
Let me see. But yeah, as far as Disney World though, no masks outside, it's perfect. Like inside I don't care because there's air conditioning. But outside, that'd be mean.
I'm just being...
Actually, where's the map? Where's the map? I don't know. Dining. Filter. Animal Kingdom. Apply. What happened?
Oh, ASO chat. The kids are all... Kyle, Poto, and Dimmy are getting into it. Kyle's threatening to steal all of Poto's plants if he uses the... That's funny.
That's funny. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of crazy with I don't know. I probably just need to pre-order already, just get the collector's edition.
Well, you can't. It's sold out.
Well, no, the digital. I'm not gonna.
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. Because
Yeah, the digital will never sell out. I think that's pretty bad that it's gone and scalpers have taken them all.
Well, I'm just.
I
Well,
can't believe they would be dumb enough to release it all at once and
Yeah.
be done. It's 6 months out, for Christ's sakes. That's what I said to Chris. I go, 6 months out.
More, a little bit more than that.
Yeah, well, just a little over.
Yeah.
Don't get pedantic with me.
Well, I mean, other people have been like, it's like, well, the one guy said it was like 8 months. I was like, where are you getting 8 months from? But anyways,
Can't count.
but yeah, I was like, yeah, 6 months. And the thing is it's not. I mean, for Americans, that's Thanksgiving week. So, you know,
Yeah.
the kids might be off, but grown-ups, that's family time. Like, some people, yes. Like, would there be people? You know, that's my question.
But family time, yeah, it's only for a day, and it's usually only around dinner.
Well, Black
and
Friday.
Nerds don't watch the sports.
Yeah, but
But Black Friday's all done on ordering on the computer anyway.
This is the thing, though. This is the difference, though, between Final Fantasy and WoW people. So WoW nerds, yes, they wouldn't care. Like, they don't care about family if, you know, like, mom's basement. They get their food, go play. Final Fantasy nerds, they're a little bit different breed. I would almost think they're more regular people playing Final Fantasy 14, like yourself, than the neckbeards and Now, is there neckbeards in Final Fantasy 14?
Of course.
But yeah, we're not talking about
it
WoW
doesn't
people
lend
there.
itself to neckbeard anger.
Yeah. The neckbeards called the Final Fantasy players weebs.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm okay with that. Because they're trolls a lot of the time. So.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm happy to play with people that when you're somewhere and a stranger's next to you, they like dote on you or hug you or
lick you. I don't think they actually have lick.
No, they don't have lick.
No lick. It's too bad.
But they, it's generally, people are a lot nicer and happier, I find, in Final Fantasy. And I do believe that's all because we're all fighting for one cause. And I do believe that the Horde versus the Alliance in World of Warcraft creates that sort of animosity in gaming.
Well, it's also, WoW's more like, it's been around for longer, but also it's more easily accessible, I guess, put it that way. Like in the sense of, like if you don't like story, and some people can say yes, like you could bypass all the story, but to me, I almost feel like, why are you playing Final Fantasy 14? If you're bypassing
if you don't,
story.
if you're skipping everything. Yeah.
Because like, why are you playing a Final Fantasy game if you're not there for the story? Like that's literally, it's a good story. I mean, and some people will be like, oh, but the end game's really good. And I was like, it is really good, but I think you have to earn the end game by getting through the story. And to be honest, the end game is not really much different because you hit literally copy and paste from expansion to expansion. Dungeons are practically the same, just different themed. The 24-man raids are 24-man raids, just different themed. The raids are the same, just different themed. I mean...
Yeah, it's like still the same concept.
Yeah, so I mean...
But I still believe when you pit humans against other humans, and not NPCs, you breed a lot more animosity.
No, definitely the faction, like the faction wars and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that.
It just attracts a different breed of gamer, I think.
Definitely. They have giant panda women and live in there.
I have a panda woman. She's cute.
Well, see, the thing is the actual neckbeard WoW players, Kyle, hate pandas. They don't want any of that furry BS. Even the new Vulpera, they despise. Like, so anything weeb-ish in WoW, the actual WoW people don't like. Like, just look at Asmongold. He despises.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll give Final Fantasy 14 his credit. You know, anyone would be stupid not to. And the WoW game developers, like the one guy that I've been watching a lot, he was one of the leads for World of Warcraft for a very long time. Like original Blizzard, the good Blizzard. He plays Final Fantasy 14. So, I mean, they both play each other's games.
And they both follow similar themes.
Yep. They borrow from each other, definitely.
So when are people going to
Veronica.
the moon? when are they going to the moon?
We went to Argus, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, technically, the moon is damn it, a loon, you know, for the night elves.
Yeah.
A loon's coming into the picture a lot more because in the 9.1, spoiler alert,
Spoilers.
is the Winter Queen. Well, technically, the Winter Queen already says it, but during the campaign. So, but the Winter Queen calls Elune her sister because she says, and even Zalatath calls Elune a startup goddess. So people are thinking that Elune's going to show her face, especially with Tyrandir. I'm not saying her name correctly. Tyrande, yeah. She's going to make an appearance finally. And it's going to be like a cutscene between her and Sylvanas. But see, you know, to me anymore, like, I find a loyalty to just one game these days. Like before, yes, like I could easily see yourself being loyal to just one game, but there's too many good games. Like, there's too many good games, and the thing is you don't have to, you know, constantly keep playing one. I mean, shit, even Yoshi P's like, don't play Final Fantasy 14 all the time.
Why not? I want to.
I mean, to me, it's like, that's what BDO's good for, right? Good old faithful. And I love BDO. Like, BDO is awesome.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Like, that's what I want to see Final Fantasy 14 step up to. But still have its look, right? It's possible. And Yoshi P wants it. I mean, he said in the interview he wants to upgrade the graphics. So,
but I think he will, but I think they're going to keep the graphics the way they are for the rest of this complete storyline.
Yeah, it won't happen. Not with I think if COVID wasn't around, it might have had a chance to happen in 6.1 or 6.0. But I think
so.
7.0 is going to be the point, and maybe they surprise us, but it just, COVID's going to dictate that.
COVID's becoming less of a thing now.
Yep. But in Japan, they're still pretty like locked up. So.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah. So Veronica says my sister and brother-in-law thought so. They play WoW. I think WoW players are just more sexually friendly. Take it out anyone around them. You know, it's, you know, I don't know. But yeah, there's people that are just true blue. I mean, back in the day, I mean, I would say I'd be a true blue World of Warcraft fan. Just like I was a Sony fanboy there for a while, until I was like, why do I need to just play one console, you know? Like, when I can afford both. And a Wii. Man, they're going after all the High Mountain Tauren are pretty sick, though. I know they're like normal Tauren, but because the antlers, and they're all like, even, I don't know, they feel more tribal than that normal Tauren, which is, it's like the Plains tribe versus like the Mountain tribe. Lady, stop it. I'll wrap you up in like a mummy.
Oh, there's not be nobody to stop her from scratching, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it just does not.
Opening up the dwarves. I've got a level 70 crafter.
Nice. Lady,
and this is how tired I was last night. Dimmy was laughing her butt off at me because I'm like, I need to open the pixies. I don't know why I thought pixies were the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
For the crafting and stuff. I don't know why. Well, clearly when you click on it, it says dwarves. But that's what happens when it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you can't function.
AKA
so
potatoes.
So I couldn't find the pixie and the crystarium, and I was losing my mind. I'm like, I'm standing right here, because Timmy's like showing me maps. She goes, she's right there. I go, she's not there. She goes, is it possible you could have done it? I go, well, I don't think so. I just reached level 70.
That's funny.
And clearly I had already done it by the time I went there. I'm like, oh yeah, I did it. And I go, and I need the dwarves, not the pixies. Oh, I'm an idiot. I ran around for like an hour and a half, wasting time, and I'm like, okay, I need to go to bed.
So that was a question I wanted to ask you, Missy. So do you like, do you really truly think they needed to have boy bunnies in the game? Or female Rothgar? Or do you think that was something that was unique? Like, do you think they should have wasted, like, taking time out of other things? I guess is the question.
It was fine, because you had the Rothgar that was specifically male, and then you had the Vera, which were specifically female. So it evened out.
Yeah.
And I think it was fine. But, you know, like everything else, people are jealous and they want, you know, what somebody else has. There's a lot of guys out there that want to be boy bunnies. So, I don't think it was necessary, but because of the way human beings are, yeah, I think it had to be done.
Being binary.
Yeah. And sexist and everything else, because it's like, oh, why does it only girls? They have to procreate. Why can't we have boys? You know what I mean? People always want. And that's why I said they're not just going to come out with the male bunny and not have a female Rothgar.
Right. Hey, Denny, what's going on?
And as you saw with the Rothgar when you were there in Raktika, there were females. They weren't as bulky, but they were furry. And I'm like, well, they have females, so...
Who?
I said, obviously, they're not gonna keep one thing male, because then they're gonna be, oh, sexist. So you know that if they made a male bunny, that they're gonna have a female Rothgar. So.
Kyle, you are a boy bunny. What's going on, Denny? We're doing well. I mean, other things could be better, but doing well. And yourself, Denny?
Is that Denny?
Yeah.
I can't see the chat. I thought you said Dimmy, and I'm like, she's supposed to be in bed.
Well,
hi, Denny.
Well, Demi did post the very first one, so goodbye, good luck with your pet situation. So, she did pop in.
Well, she just messaged me about a half an hour ago going, okay, good night.
Chain Hill.
But for all of you out there, she is not moving the FC, and she is not going to do anything with our FC. It is going to stay right where it is.
Now the question is... Go ahead.
They're going to start alts. So I said, you could possibly have ASO 1 and ASO 2. I said, because it's not going to interfere anymore, because we can still all play together. So that's not going to be an issue anymore. But she's like leaving the FC where it is. Like, she doesn't want to change what we have. So they're just going to probably start alts. And do something and play with alts and just see what the difference is and if there's a difference. I mean, I said, I don't see you having that much of a problem. I said, I have lag issues too, because I'm out of stuff and I'm not out of stuff. And I said, you seem to be out of the stuff on the floor before I am even. But, I mean, that's because I'm quite a ways away from the servers too.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, because I mean, the thing is the way that they're setting it up is technically you could technically move the FC. I mean, would we lose access to the FC? Yes. Does that really technically do anything? No. Because we could still queue up with each other.
Well, they don't have to move this FC. We'll still have our FC. They're still going to play on that. But
well, I mean, I'm just saying. Well,
right?
just saying.
So they could start another FC with their alts, name it the same thing, and we could still play together with their alts as well.
But how many people actually play with alts, though? Demi does. I know she has a couple of them, but does Tan have alts? Does any of them have alts?
Tan has alts.
Does he?
Yeah. I think so. I think he has maybe just one.
But well, to me, I'm just saying, like, playing with them, like, is not an issue anymore with the cross data thing. So they could technically move even their mains over there to have better latency, which is the point. In a game where your position is everything. What happened to the... Why did I just get all the aggro? Unacceptable.
But she's not moving her main.
No, and I think, technically...
And not doing anything with the FC, because, you know...
No, the FC can stay there, yeah, definitely, but I think for the factor of their...
More than or she could put an alt in charge.
Yeah, and move her main, yeah. Like I said,
if she wanted.
Yeah, don't move the FC, keep it there.
No.
But for the betterment of their play, which they're paying for, why not?
Yeah.
Because we can still connect, right? That's what's awesome. But that was the most exciting thing I found last night was they said worldwide.
Yeah, and I'm so excited that when Shin resubs and when Lulu's back, we can play with our friends that we made in the EU. So that's, to me, that's everything.
Well, that'll help
and that's
queue times. That'll help everything.
Yeah. So, it doesn't even matter what server you're on anymore. As long as you have the best playing experience on the character you're on, you can play with whoever, wherever.
Exactly. Yeah, so to me, I feel like they should technically move their mains over there because it's free for a little while once they have it up.
Yeah.
Keep the FC. Don't have to move
Dimmy will
that.
not move Dimmy.
Yeah.
She will not move Dimmy. But she's got, a couple of her alts that are pretty high. So she might move one of them or just start new ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the point of moving an alt that's got everything already? But yeah, so nothing's gonna happen with our FC. Like I said, there's probably more of us North Americans in the FC than there is, Australia and New Zealand in the FC. Because I think Myth's gonna move his FC over there.
Yeah.
Myth doesn't really even play anymore here, so.
Yeah.
And I guess Taida was asking about it.
Yeah.
Jimmy said, everybody's confused, it seems. But she said, I'm not doing anything. She said, I love you guys too much.
Right.
So it'll stay the way it is. And they'll move alts. She'll probably take one or two of her alts that she's been working on over there.
Yeah, if your alts are far enough, then yeah. Move them. It's free.
And I said, you can have 2 FCs. And I said, we won't be using the FC over there, but we'll have our FC here. And we'll just be kind of still tied together.
Yeah. It's just the only thing that will be different, and I guess this is the whole point, is we just if in the end of the day, the only thing that would be different would be not in the same FC.
Yeah.
That'd literally be the only difference.
but they're not moving, and I think Tan said he's not moving either.
Yeah. No, like I said,
Tan and Dimmy's not moving Dimmy. So
if anything, they could just do an ASO NA and an ASO Oceania.
Yeah, that's what I said, 2 ASOs. And she was laughing. I go, there's no reason there can't be 2 ASOs. So we still have the names. And we can still play with, your alts and help them out.
Have someone
we don't need another FC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's just a non-issue, and if they have a better playing experience, then take advantage of it.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, they should just move themselves, don't move the FC.
I don't start a new FC over there.
Yeah. Because as long as we can queue up, which is we should be able to. Then that's practically it.
So we'll just see how it all works. See how
it all twerks.
Yeah, see how it all, and then make decisions then. But no, nothing's happening to us. So there's no worries with any ASO members. We're all still good. Our house will stay where it is, be where it is.
Yeah, I need to work towards getting another house. I have a lot of crap sitting on a retainer.
Yeah.
But I'm to that point though where I'm like, I don't want to get an individual house. I almost feel like I want to get a house, but on a different, like on an alt, really. Come on. Like make an actual FC, maybe like on a character, and then just so I have the ability, if ever needed, to make a little bit of extra gil.
Yeah, I mean you could, but what's the point?
Well, I mean, it would just have to be like a finite decision. Like it's like one of those things where, I mean, I don't ever see myself moving again.
Well, no,
servers.
We're done. We are done. I made that quite clear that I'm staying right where I am, and I'm never moving again.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. What's the point? Just get yourself a regular house, put your stuff in it, and then save up money to upgrade it to like a medium house or a large house. Work on that. It was nice when we lived next door to each other, though. That was really nice.
Well, we were also
we might be able to do.
Well, dead server. Remember? That's what was nice. I was able to get pretty much anything. Lava ball. I have to say the effects though for shamans are pretty awesome.
But with Ishgard opening and those new Oceania servers.
Well, there's also more wards too. They're gonna open up more wards across the board.
Yeah, and more wards. Yeah. So.
I just don't know why they have to wait for that shit. Just give us more wards.
Yeah, it's all the same things. It's just adding space, basically, because it's all the same layouts.
Yep. Here, I'll be right back, guys. Food's here.
Food's here. Food is knocking at the door. Alright. I can't see the chat, so I need to log in. So many screens, so little time.
My glasses, if you look right now, my glasses, like, I wasn't even out there that
Yes.
long, and my glasses went,
I'm like, why are you wearing shades?
right? What's up, bro?
Bro.
Bro.
Your stream chat thing
Mm-hmm.
overlays on mine.
What do you mean?
When I was starting mine, all the running chat was over my screen.
Well, it's
For some
because,
reason.
well, it was named originally floating logo, and so if you had the floating logo on your stream, because I deleted that and switched it back to chat because of using this new set, this new layout, I should say. That's why it was like that, because I had to fix that last night.
Yeah, because I was like, why is this on my...
I need to
I'm
look
like,
up.
no. I
Yeah,
gotta change mine around. I'll fix that. I'll play with that when you're gone.
Yeah, you'll have to look at the. I mean, I actually didn't do that much to fix it up, and you're definitely smart enough to rework it.
Well, I figured out how to get stuff working when nobody would help me. So I can
just
play with
look
it.
through the Premiere layouts. We're paying for them, so go find a cool one that fits you.
I'm too fat with COVID. Nothing fits me right now.
All right, there we go.
Brad's like, we're not touching that.
Not touching it. Okay. Alright, Missy. So, I should be right next to Chromie. Am I still next to her? I am. Alright. What expansion should I do next, Missy? Should I do Old World dungeons? Stay in Outland? Wrath of the Lich King dungeons? Panda dungeons? Iron Horde dungeons? Or Legion dungeons?
Why is your floating logo there?
What do you mean?
Your floating endless logo.
Block chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I have it there.
But the chat is underneath it.
It is. Well,
okay,
no.
So it's not blocking anything.
No, well, it's blocking the in-game chat. Just so if
No,
people
it
don't
isn't.
want their name. What do you mean it's not?
It's floating over top of it.
Well, it is.
Oh. Oh wait. Well, I'm trying to see on my tablet. I'm old. Give me a break. I'm blind.
Yeah, because chat's
okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I see what that is. That's your whatchamacallit for raids and stuff. Your counter.
Oh yeah, damage counter. Yeah.
Mhm.
So which expansion should I do another dungeon in?
Whatever you want, Brad.
Well, come on. What would you like to see?
I'm not watching.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're watching or not. Should I do Old World, Stay in Outland, Wrath of the Lich King, Pandaria?
I have it going. I'm a viewer, but I'm not watching because I'm trying to open the dwarves right now.
The dwarves. Veronica, if you're there, which expansion should I do a dungeon in? I'll let you choose. Or Kyle, if you're still around.
Kyle's playing League of Legends.
Is he?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk about a toxic game, that is the birthplace of toxicity.
League of Legends?
Oh, yeah. That place turns friends against friends and family against family because you're not a pro day one.
Well, you're not supposed to be a pro day one, are you?
Exactly. But in that game, you are.
Are you?
Yep.
Well, what's the point in that?
I don't know.
No, I'll stick with my Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Alright, I'm gonna do a Pandaria then.
Whatever you do not go between a Pandaren
Mop.
and their brood. It'll be unbearably painful if you do.
Unbearably painful. Wee.
Gotta get all your playtime in.
Yep.
I don't want to go and have to dismantle all my tokens.
Your tokens? What do you mean, tokens?
Because I'm getting a new phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, make sure to do all that before.
Yeah.
Well, some of them.
I didn't before, and it took me forever to get back into Final Fantasy.
Yeah, some
That
of
was
them.
a rigmarole.
Some of them will have recovery codes. Make sure to write those down.
No, I saved them all in my email, in my
okay.
important file.
Yeah,
I save all those.
Yeah, as long as you have those, then.
It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. I
Yeah.
got a lot of them.
What was nice though is they made some, like when you do. Oh damn! I've done this one well. When you do the transition over from phone to phone, it actually like asks you if you want to do that, so you don't really even have to.
Well, not Final Fantasy.
No, no, they're not that advanced.
They're very,
Too far away.
so I'm just gonna, I have all the codes, so I will just
She
get her done.
has all the codes. She has all the codes. Some people didn't care for Miss Pandaria, but I actually liked it. I thought it was cool.
Well, it was the last time you had decent clothing, was Miss Pandaria, because they were so ornate and nice, and then they all just went bleh after that.
They all went green.
Oh, they all went just drab. It's like, oh, what? Did your clothing designers just go, screw it? I mean, well, I can't, well, there was a couple of good ones in Legion, but after that, once we left Legion, they just got gross.
Well, what's nice about your... Well, technically you actually did like, we never really went in there and went after all your pretty dresses. Was the Nighthold raid.
Yeah, there was one in Sargeras. I got the gold one. I got the harder to get one, but I didn't like the color of it. I wanted the easier one. I think it was the one with the dogfight. That dropped the pretty pinky purple one that I wanted. I got the one that was whatchamacallit, I want to say Savage. It's not Savage. What do they? What?
Mythic?
Mythic. I got the Mythic dress. But I'm like, I don't want that one.
Right.
It's the wrong color. Oh, this is so sad opening up the doors.
It's sad?
Yeah. Poor little Ronnet.
I am out of range.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. abilities are starting to expand. Don't worry,
Aw,
but I'm
so
coming.
cute.
Okay.
Oh, I want to hug him.
Don't hug Lalas. They bite.
No.
I'll hurl your corpses from this tower.
I love the dwarves.
I must get closer.
So we decided last night that since Cars does everything else for us now, that he has his whale, he's going to be chauffeuring us around for all the maps.
Seems right.
So he's like, so to take you to all the sites on top of. I'm like, yep, it's your job.
That's funny.
Poor Cars.
I must get closer. Too far away.
Too far
I must get
away.
closer.
Oh, I finally get my lally ho greeting.
Your lally 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 ho.
I
Yeah.
am out of range.
I click it. I didn't get it.
I did one of the raids yesterday and I got my Puff of Darkness back.
Did
I
you?
got my minion. Yeah. I'm
Nice.
so happy.
I don't think I have her back.
Like I won it on like a 40 something roll.
Yeah, a lot of people already have them now.
She's like one of my very big favorites.
Mine was
That
always
must friggin-
the Blood Queen, or the one queen from the Void Arc series. Can't remember what she was actually called. Kind of like the sluttier queen in the 24 man.
Of course. Of course.
Well, I mean, the Puff of Darkness, I mean, is the same thing. It's just she has those little spinning Pac-Man things.
Oh, she's so cute.
too far away.
Oh, I have to get all my.
Dead. Nice. Got the bigger healing wave. Cool.
Speak. The world must stand. Move like the night.
Cool. Oh. Well, we did that one. I need to make sure. Where do I got my... So, healing surge. Let's see. Control, or no, I guess we want to do shift. So chain heal, right click, we can do wave. Big heal.
Oh, I sold a lot of stuff last night.
Did you?
Ah.
Is this for WoW or
Right. And let's see. Pick a number between 1 and 6, Missy.
4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
do not
Wrath of the Lich King it
exercise
is then.
restraint when showing your great power to the Scourge.
Even
Oh
these
yeah,
ones.
I made a lot of money.
What are you buying me?
Nothing. You
Nothing.
haven't even given me a housewarming gift. You have the gift of me being your
Exactly.
in-game wife.
Exactly. You get a bit married. You get to be married to Minfilia's sassier, sexier twin sister.
Yeah.
You know, I could always go boy bunny now.
Yeah, you're not going to.
I
I
don't
will
know.
never
I mean,
see a boy bunny from you. I know that.
I mean, you know, my complaint's always been, not even complaint, but the gear design favors more the female physique in 14. So I mean,
Yes.
technically the boy
You were
bunny
not boy
is
bunny
practically.
material.
I do miss my Rothgar though. Remember he was going to be my
I
tank.
know.
I still have conflicts of that. I'm just like, but like, there's just so much story. There's just too much story. Like, there's too much story to go back through again. If that makes sense. Like, if you're a first time player, sit there, enjoy it. Like, you have content for half a year plus. Like, oh wow, I haven't done this in a while. But if you're someone who's been playing the game for forever, that made me a bald guy. I'm a bald shaman. Woo! I am the first ever human shaman.
I knew you'd turn up eventually.
I cannot use that item yet.
We're at 3 of 5.
Alright.
There's 4 or 5. FFXIV's down there. Alright. Oh, it's just funny. We were all once kids, but it's funny when you're playing with kids. Some of these are probably not even kids, but they're all like this druid's name, Boom Butt. For instead of Boomkin, they're Boom Butt.
Yep. But
Boom Butt, Boom Butt.
Good luck on your next adventure.
You want to know a fun fact about Chromie?
what?
You know Chromie, right? The female
Yes.
gnome, aka the dragon. Well,
I know who Chromie is.
I know. Just making sure. You've been away for 2 months, according to your Battlefield tag. But Chromie's actually, I guess in a way, I don't know if we would classify that. But anyways, Chromie's technically a he dragon.
They may look fine now, but it's just a matter of time before they turn into the undead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was
Well,
there
a
was
he
there was a
dragon
story.
is weird because I know that Chromie's a dragon, but I wouldn't have expected a he dragon.
Yeah, it's a he dragon that chose a female gnome.
Is your future king my order to purge this city?
Not my king. Nor would I obey that command even if you were.
I must consider this. Treason.
People are just destroying the market here.
My right of succession in the sovereignty
It's because they're bored and they have all the money.
relieve you of your command and suspend your paladins from service.
Well, good. Maybe I could shop around. There was like high quality turn-ins that were selling for like 40 and 50,000 on Sark. I shopped Worlds and I found them for like 1,000. Ah! I'm like, well, that's a savings. Ah!
Jaina,
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't let you do this.
This guy's like cold. His name's Cold Body, and he's like, "Do we have to wait here?" And I was like, "No, but we do have to wait for the RP." And he's like, "God damn it! I've already watched this on Warcraft 3." It's funny.
I'm just withdrawing all this stuff. It's not even. There's no point in it even.
Just save it for now, Missy. People
Yeah.
are like 6 months. Like now that people know when there's an expansion, now they're gonna go. Okay, time for a break. Because yeah, they'll be gone.
a small sacrifice for the greater good. Everyone looks ready. Remember, these people are all infected with the plague and will die soon. We must purge Stratholme to protect the remainder of Lordaeron from the scourge. Let's go. Aye. I can only help you with a clean death.
Until Arthas.
That was just the beginning.
This is the beginning. I've been waiting for you, young princess. And now Garrett. As you can see, your teeth are now mine.
What?
snuffed out.
No, just the
Better that these people die by
the market
my hand
board.
than serve as your slaves
The
instead.
Marshit board.
Mal'Ganis will send out some of his Scourge minions to interfere with us. Those of you with the strongest steel and magic shall go forth and destroy them. I will lead the rest of my forces in purging Strathmore of the infected.
Can't compete. Dimmy gets so mad. She's like, "Stop competing with my pricing." Funny.
That's funny.
I reduced by $1 and then all mine sells.
Did they ever get back to her? Or get back to them?
Yeah.
Did they help them?
Nope.
Really? That much, and they didn't help?
They helped Pam. They gave her back hers, personal,
Uh-huh.
but not the FC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's okay. We're building it up quick.
Well, no, I bet it's just. But to
It's
have them
stupid.
not. I mean, that's literally just them going. You know, money back.
I mean, that's why I never say remember this PC.
Yeah.
Because of mirroring, right? Because they can do shit like that even if you have a token. But if you don't say remember this PC, then they can't.
Yep.
So, note to everyone out there, don't do that. Don't use that feature. Even if you have a token, don't say remember this one. I do on certain things where I'm low level. One of them that I don't care because I don't have anything on, then it's fine. But for the most part, when you have a token, do not use that remember this PC feature. And I don't know if she did that or not.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, like, that's where I can see where you can get into trouble.
No, there he is.
Not too hard to just use your damn token every time.
I don't even know if there is a remember this PC though in the login.
There is on the Mog Station.
Yeah, the Mog Station just popped, yeah. But
Well, that's all you need, right?
yeah, it's just crazy.
I'm like, nope, no, do not remember this.
I'm stunned.
I mean, I'm secured up the wazoo. I was talking to somebody when I was talking to the government about the hacking. She said, well, it could be your phone. I said, my phone is Norton protected. She's like, really? She goes, pretty much no one protects their phones. I go, well, mine's Norton protected, so I didn't get it from my phone, I can tell you that much. She's like, oh, good for you. So people out there, when
Well,
you get your antivirus, I would suggest you put it on your phones and your tablets and everything else.
Well, to be quite honest, they probably didn't particularly pick out her and get her. You're gonna get pulled from a bunch of different people. So they probably had a breach of their random number server, and they probably
Yeah.
got a lot of people, and they just got lucky.
Well, they should have given it back though, because if they had a breach in their server, it's nothing for them to just give you your gil back. It doesn't cost them anything to give you your gil back. Like, it's not real money. So just give it back. If your systems were breached because your security's not good enough.
Because like for instance, like, yeah, you aren't worth their time individually. They're going to attack the Walmart, the grocery store that you shop at, because they have all your information.
I just think it's dumb because it's not real currency. Just give it back. They can see what happened in your account. So just give it back. But like I said, they did give Pam back her stuff. Personal.
Yeah, they have a lot of weird
not...
things because, I mean, even like the wedding feature when you bought the thing.
Yeah.
And like it didn't, like, you know, it shouldn't matter who got what, you know. Like, this is a game.
I should have gotten personally what I paid for.
Yeah, exactly. Because, and I was gonna look at that again.
You said you owed me a remarriage.
Well, that's what I was gonna look at last night. Was, I think because you bought it, and if I bought the other one before, you know, would.
Well, no, it does say that. I just thought you got the same one as me, but I was mistaken. Because it does say that. There is a disclaimer about that.
Yeah, no, I was saying, like, now, like, if I were to buy the upgrade, even though it just sucks, because, like, well, I mean, it sucks for you because you did already, but it's, I mean, anyways, like, both of us are going to be wasting $20.
Or money again.
Yeah. Because I have everything.
Yeah, I know. And I paid for it, got nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I think that's BS.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why they thought, oh yeah, this is a good idea. Like, you know, let's say one person's actually pretty poor, and that's why we have the free thing, you know. But another person could, you know, afford. I was like, well, they have the other person who wants to marry them pay for it. Brilliant. Like,
Brilliant. We'll just take their money and not give them the stuff.
Yeah, I almost felt like that.
Fraudulent.
That is fraudulent. I remember, like, you got mad.
Like, I should get what I paid for.
Yeah.
And then you don't get what you didn't pay for.
Well, because you get individual items. The only thing that you guys share, like, that's the bullshit part is, you know, like, you pay for what your package has.
Yeah.
You know, like, just set it up that, okay, he gets you know, person
he gets nothing, she gets some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the ceremony and all that stuff, like, yeah, the ceremony stuff, yeah, like, that can go to the lowest, you know, whatever. But the items, you know, it's like, okay, both parties have to buy it to have all the features of the wedding. But not both parties need to buy it to get both the chocobo. Like, those items should have been sent to you.
Yeah.
Enter the bug. Might be dinner time again. After this dungeon.
I have dinner. I ate such an early dinner yesterday.
Is he back here? That he is.
up all this shit? Fine, I will too.
But the people that sell shit for the vendor prices, or even less than the vendor price, I don't know, like, I don't even want to ask what their education is. I'm like, where do you get that's... I'm going to sell it on the auction house for cheaper than the vendor. I'm sorry, there's no defending that.
No, there isn't.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Mm-hmm. It's like selling all this high quality shit.
Stupid is as stupid does. You know what's funny? Is they actually classify Forrest Gump as a comedy. I've never seen it as a comedy.
No.
But Netflix has it underneath comedy.
Can't afford to spare you. Champions.
Oh my god. It's high quality shit.
This city will be cleansed. Follow me. I know the way through. Yes.
Lady,
Glad I
go lay
could
down.
get to you before the plague.
I know your face itches.
What is this sorcery?
So what'd you think of the Reaper, though?
Oh! That's my bunny's second job.
Shit. Knowing you, Missy, it might even turn into your primary.
No, because I really don't like melee DPS. It's not my favorite. I like to be ranged. No, my machinist will stay my main. But yeah, I gotta try it. It's only gonna start at level 70, so it's not gonna be that big a deal to level up.
Protect your prince, soldiers of Lordaeron. I am in need of
But yeah, me and melee DPS, yeah. But the only thing that sucks about something starting at level 70 is you get pretty much all the spells right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And that sucks because then you have to figure it all out. It's not like something you can start at, say, level even 30 and then work your way into it. You're going to have everything all at once.
Well, gather around, kids. Papa Brad's going to tell you how we fix that problem. Yeah, it's something that we actually came up like when they started introducing classes or jobs that started so late, like the level 30s or even 50s. You know, it just got worse, right? Is you go do Palace of the Dead because you start level 1, and you work all the way up, and that is how you pretty much train yourself.
There you have it.
There you have it. If you want to reset the class, yeah, and get your stuff one at a time. Yep, it's the perfect way to do it.
See, and that's why we have Brad here to explain
Yep.
it, because I just give all the human errors and problems, and then Brad sorts it out.
Yep.
Because I know people are going to be thinking the same thing.
Right. You know what's crazy? So I read that like, cause like my handwriting is so bad and it's gotten even worse. Because I write like, they said the worse your handwriting is, it's like the smarter you are. Because
What they're getting, you know why they get that? Nah, that's a doctor thing.
What?
Because doctors write so freaking sloppy.
Well, they said because your brain's trying to like, which I can attest to that. Like, I'll have like everything I want to say already, and it's just my fingers don't move fast enough for like what I want to say, and so like my writing just starts becoming more sloppy. I have to like slow down and be like, no, concentrate, spell the letters out.
I think that's a cop out.
I don't know. I'm not saying that you can't have pretty writing all that stuff too, but it's just like, if like it's like your brain's processing stuff faster than what your hands can actually like output. And that's the thing with even typing. I hate typing on a cell phone. Like, I just want to do voice to text.
We need better voice to text, because
Yeah, we do.
I have to really concentrate because my brain gets ahead of what I'm writing and I skip words and have
Exactly,
to
that's me. That's me. It's exactly like I said. The same with the writing. It's exactly me. Like, I'll say, like, you'll look, and you've caught me. You're like, you're missing a word there. But in my head, I like, when I was typing it out, I said, I did say that letter. I did say that word. Because you're like, you're missing something, and I'm just like,
I know, because I take longer because I look through everything before I send it because I miss words.
mm-hmm. And because like people, statements and all that stuff normally, across time, normally are saying the same thing, right? So I don't have to read the whole damn paragraph to know what it's about or what somebody is saying. But sometimes it gets me in trouble because they're like, I explained that.
If you're a speed reader, you do. Like, I can speed read because my brain just pulls out the pertinent parts.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't do that. It's like where they give you words minus some of the consonants. Where they give you the first and last consonant, and your brain can still read it just fine, and then scramble all the letters in between.
Yeah.
Same thing goes for reading. It's kind of interesting because I'm like, I don't have any problems with this. Everybody's like, this is messed up, I can't read it, and I'm like, I don't have any problems.
Right.
But I think it just depends on how your brain processes things.
Exactly.
Some people can do it, some people can't. Okay, people, I'm not lowballing this shit. I don't care. You can't make me. Oh, I accidentally reset my one retainer that was like level 50.
Ow.
Ah.
Ow. That would be bad.
Yeah, that's bad. And I spent like 40 ventures on like the modern vocation book. Because I was trying to make her a machinist. It said it will reset your progress, and I was like, oh, okay. I thought, well, it'll reset it to level 50, which she's already at. Nope. She's back to level 1. I'm like, great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Then I figured out how to do it. And it's kind of confusing.
What, the reset?
Mhm.
Did you ever get your squadron? Like, your Grand Company squadron, like, up?
I'm working on it. Which
Yeah.
reminds me, I should go check on them because they are on a mission. Which is probably done. Yeah, they're doing like the level 35 stuff. Medowin had them all the way.
So I was gonna ask you this, but of course, like, we got a lot of people in there, so we can't really, like, have decent conversations. But anyway, so you know how they say that you should run dungeons that are kind of relative to the NPCs that you're using, for the trust system,
Yeah.
because they actually go through, like they actually, come on, Arthas, boy. But do you feel like they're almost in a way kind of pushing,
Single player gameplay?
yes, like they're almost like they're creating this system and almost kind of in a way readying for the game to get really slow?
We must move again.
I don't know. I don't know whether that's the reason for it,
Well, I
or
mean,
if it's just based on the amount of time people now have to play, because it's not, people don't have work days anymore that are 9 to 5 Monday to Friday and then they come home. A lot of people work over 40 hours a week now in order to survive.
which that's a topic that we'll talk about, like, once I'm back in the States, because I was bringing this up to Aaron, that because like, going through Reddit and all that stuff, people were talking about they're like, I work 3 jobs and I do this, and you're lazy and all this other stuff, and so so that was like the statement, right? But then they're
Elganis is supposed to be in Crusader Square.
Well, we don't live to work anymore. We work to live.
so the person responded to it. Was like a tweet, right, or like a post, and it was saying, it was like, well, what makes that even acceptable? Like, you shouldn't like, you working 3 jobs is abnormal. Working over 80 hours a week is abnormal and not right. Like,
Well, I was thinking, I was actually in my dream state this morning. I was like, And I was thinking about how people doing the job that I'm doing were making more money in the 80s per hour. In the same job that I'm doing, they were making more money per hour. And you could get a house for like 60, 70,000. Now we're making even less money, and houses are $500,000. Making less money than we made 40 years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, like, Aaron came back to me.
Stupid.
Yeah. So like, well, Aaron came back to me because, like, talking about like fast food and all this other stuff. But
fast food ain't cheap anymore either.
Yeah, is well, it's the fact of she was stating that those jobs have never been and have never been, and I'm kind of throwing the should have never been a career, right? Like, technically, like, like, just like those jobs should have never actually been like a something. Those were for like teenagers, like high schoolers, college people, and that was kind of like the one. Ooh, I get my totems. Like I said, but because we have so many people that do those jobs now, for a living, even though they're not technically supposed to be for a living, those companies still, like right now in America, a lot of people aren't going back to work because the U.S. government's paying them more to stay at home right now, currently, with unemployment.
Well, that's where I am. That's the niche I'm in. I can't get the COVID relief.
Yeah, and so...
Because I earn too much money, yet it's less than what the COVID relief is. By $500.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing with, like, even financial aid in the U.S. is it's like, you could, if you make friggin' like more than like you have to make less. Like you pretty much have to be in poverty, like not even affording like anything for them to go. Okay, yeah, here here's the full grant. It's like
If I
no.
reduced my hours at work, then I could get that and make double what I'm making with the COVID relief.
We'll do it.
Yeah, but I can't because I can't voluntarily do that.
I don't voluntarily do that.
But that's the thing. It's like the people that are farther down the seniority list than me, who get less hours, are making double the money I am because they can get the COVID relief.
Yep.
How does that make any sense at all?
It does not. Alright, guys. Well, it's only like one viewer, and that's probably you. Yeah. So, I'm going to do this.